Good morning and welcome to Paula's Pantry Post. So with the whole pandemic thing that's been going on, we keep hearing the phrase a new normal. And I realize for some that's a little upsetting. But let me just say this. When I got divorced back in 2007, it is not anything I ever wanted. It was my ex-husband's choice. And I remember the day that he said, I'm going to divorce you, I'm going to leave you. And in that moment, something just changed. And I could never go back to another place and time before then. It just wasn't possible. I can remember a few days after that, just, sitting and trying to collect my thoughts and realizing I'm going to be a single mom. How am I going to do this? Up until that time, I had been a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling my kids. So I was like, okay, how do I find a job? How do I support my kids? What is life going to look like? Because up until that point, I had a plan. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was homeschooling. We had this great house we had just bought in Minnesota. Great church we were in. I had a plan. Life was going in a direction. There was things I could count on that I could kind of stake my life to. And then it all just kind of blew up. And in an instant, everything changed. And in the days and weeks and years since, there were moments, I can remember moments sitting there just being so angry and frustrated and thinking, I want to go back again. I want to go back again. I want to go back to before I was getting divorced. I want to go back to that moment because it was better then. It was more fun then. It was easier then. It was more comfortable. It was known. It was predictable. And I think sometimes that's what's so frustrating when we keep hearing that life is going to be different moving forward. It's uncomfortable. It's not fun. We want to go back to when it was fun. Sometimes I go and drive around and I think, I just want to be able to drive up to this store, go to this place, or eat at this restaurant, or man, what I wouldn't give to go to a movie and just sit there with a big bag of popcorn and a slushie. And we can't. And it's frustrating. And I get it. And my little visual for you this morning is, instead of a regular coffee cup, this is my my place setting from when I was a baby. So I've got my little baby coffee cup this morning, my little bowl and my matching plate that I would have had as a baby. If you're under whatever, like 40, don't even ask, because this kind of stuff won't make sense to you. Just like you probably, when you get married, you don't register for place settings anymore. We're not even going to talk about that today. But I'm never going to go back to being a little kid. I'm never going to go back to a point in time where I'm going to use my little baby cup and my little things. But that doesn't mean there's cool things ahead, right? And I just want to encourage everyone, because after I got divorced, I didn't think there was ever going to be any happiness for me. I honestly really struggled with wondering if anyone would ever want to be married to me again. Was anyone ever going to love me? Was I ever going to have a home again and a family? And it was so scary. And all I can do is speak to you from the place I'm at here today. My gosh, my life is good. I found the most amazing man who absolutely adores me. I was blessed with a stepson who I adopted, so my family grew, and I got the bigger family that I really wanted. I now live in an absolutely amazing, beautiful house that we created ourselves in the middle of a cornfield in Wisconsin. Never saw that happening in a million years. Did I ever think I'd be living in Wisconsin? No, but I love it, and I love the Packers. So even though COVID has shifted everything, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It's just unknown, and it's scary, and there's probably some really cool things that are coming up ahead in the future. But I get that we kind of want to turn back and look behind, because that seems a lot more familiar and comfortable and known, and we long for that. But I just want to encourage you, just because something has come and kind of cut your life and kind of dead stopped you and pushed you over in this direction, which was not a direction you wanted to be going or ever wanted to go or imagined yourself going. Good things, folks. Good things are coming. Just hold on, hold tight, and just keep going.